Good morning, everybody. This is Pastor Rick, Broadman Baptist Church, and this is the Broadman Word for March 6th, 2024. And I want to talk to you today about God in general. Today's title is The Perfect Gift, or Perfect Gift. And it's from James chapter 1, verse 17 and 18. So let's go ahead and just read, and then we'll have something to base our discussion on. In James, it says, beginning in chapter 1, verse 17, "Every good and perfect gift is from above, coming down from the Father of the heavenly lights, who does not change like shifting shadows. He chose to give us birth through the word of truth, that we might be a kind of first fruits of all he created." James clearly illustrates here for us that God has some specific intentions for us, and that everything that he does, whether we understand it or not, whether it makes sense to us or not, whether we like it or not, everything from him is a gift, because he intends us to be the first fruits of his kingdom. Everything that he created, everything in the universe, everything in the heavens, everything on earth, everything was created. We're first. We are special to God. We are specially designed. We are each of us unique, gifted individually with some part of God's Spirit that we are then to use to make our way through this world and accomplish his good purposes in the kingdom. We call it a walk. And so our understanding then from James is that every good and perfect gift from above is for us. And God loves us. God intends for us to be at peace and to have joy. And these things come from a relationship with him. And so everything in that relationship being the center of love, because God is the author, the originator of love. So in the relationship with him, there can be nothing but love. Our part then is to receive gifts from him in response to him loving us. We then obey his will, because we know that his will, being truth, as James says, he chose to give us birth through the word of truth. So that means our very being is based in his living word of truth. That then being the case, we now live in truth and with the author of love. Nothing from him can be anything but love for us, his first fruits of all creation. And then we also need to understand that we now belong in his kingdom. It is a kingdom of truth, and his will then for us is not only true and absolute, it is also love. Love from him, saying, hey, this is what's best. This is how it should be. This is what you should do. And in so doing, he gives us an additional gift of being able to live in peace and to have joy over everything that happens, even when things that aren't so fun in the world, loss of people, sickness, protracted illnesses, strife with others, strife nationally, whatever it might be, when it doesn't quite seem like it makes sense or that we understand, and certainly not in God's will. In fact, it could be in rejection and rebellion to God. We could still have joy understanding who God is and who we are to God. And we can still be at peace with things, because we understand who God is, and we understand everything has its purpose, whether we understand it or not. So there it is. It is nothing but love, gifts, peace, and joy. The world spends a lot of time seeking happiness. Everybody wants to be happy, 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 right? I think that's from Uncle Si. Happy, happy, happy. Well, happitness means something needs to happen. You need an event, a thing, a person, a season, these things are all temporary and they all change. So the happiness is temporary and changing. James here says that we are to see every good and perfect gift from above coming down from the Father of heavenly lights, and here it goes, who does not change like shifting shadows. So we're not happy, we're joyful. And that joy doesn't change because God doesn't change. The joy is from God. God doesn't change. The joy doesn't change. It is permanent. You can have it with you 24/7, 365. And it can be a source of peace in your life. In fact, it can be the source of peace in your life, where you don't have to rely on something to happen to be joyful and at peace. Particularly at peace with God. These things all together then produce faith. You have faith in who God is, faith in your relationship with God, faith in the provisions and the protections God provides, and then from that faith comes trust, because you know God is going to care for you and keep his promises. And from faith and trust comes the perseverance that you can have to carry yourself through any particular situation. So listen, brothers and sisters, there is really no such thing as a bad day for a Christian. Even if whatever's happening to you is going to bring about your last day here, it's still a good day for you, because last breath here equals first breath in heaven. There is no downside for a Christian. Of course, you're going to be sad. Nobody wants to leave their friends and family and their nice life. People are going to mourn you. Of course they are. We're people. This is normal. But there is a joy in understanding this love, this perfect gift that James talks about, because there is no downside for you. There's not really such thing as a bad day. And what a wonderful gift God gives us, a perfect gift God gives us to be able to deal with our time here. So listen, brothers and sisters, I love you. I hope you're having a marvelous day in the Lord. I'll talk to you next time.